All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day today. So, we're back here out by the lake this morning. Hope you're all having a great Sunday morning. It is beautiful down here on the East Coast. Enjoying my time here. Just hopefully you are feeling blessed today and looking forward to an awesome rest of the day. I know a lot of the folks have been tuning in from Europe and Asia. And so by the time you actually see this, is actually towards the end of your day. So I hope your evenings are awesome and quite blessed. Pretty excited to see how God's going to be blessing people today. I'm going to go ahead and yesterday, a lot of folks wanted to see the lake. So I'm going to go ahead and actually show the lake today. That's over here. It's a pretty cool lake, not too far from where I live. It's pretty cool. It's awesome in the sense of being able to kind of experience God's nature and such as we continue to move forward. Pretty exciting to see. So, hello, everyone. For those who are starting to join, why don't you punch into the comments where you're from, what country you guys are at. If you are in the States, why don't you go ahead and actually put in what state you guys are from. It's good to kind of check out how everyone is coming together and being a part of all of this. That's exciting time. So, I'm going to go ahead and pan out a little bit further for everyone to kind of see the rest of the lake here. It's pretty cool. It's a great view. And maybe tomorrow we'll head over to the beach and do some talking there. So yeah, hello everyone. Hello, Ellie. We've got is it Calum and Leah, and we've got Jesse and Kamaya. And so apologize, I probably butchered that. Kamina, Philippe, and Panda, and so on and so forth. Awesome. Hello everyone. So that's awesome. Max is your name. Please say hi, Max. That's my name. All right. Well, all right. That's your name. That's so awesome. And we got Ghana in Africa. We got from Antigua. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool place. Ghana's an awesome place too. Uh, that is awesome. So hopefully, if anyone has any particular uh, things, that's awesome. We got a folk. Looks like Jesse's from South Africa. I got Ellie saying hello. Melissa. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and pan for the lake for everyone to kind of see it. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. God has been good to me this weekend. Got a chance to go down to see my brother David Hernandez in Orlando last night. If any of you are familiar with his ministry, he's got a miracle healing ministry that he operates out of Austin, Texas, and he does some mission work where he'll go to different cities and ask for get bless people and let God do His mighty thing. And it was awesome. We were there last night. Got a chance to meet him. Actually, the first time in person. Didn't get a chance to knew him virtually, but it was nice to check him out and get there. So yeah, it was really awesome to see him in person. Great man of God. I would definitely recommend. I know a lot of you should be following this channel because you're going to get a lot of that same edification and being fed. But I would also recommend that you follow David. His name is actually David Diga Hernandez. So we got Leah is actually in the Bronx. Oh, that's a pretty cool place. It's been a while. Hello, Calum. That's awesome. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. And yeah, it's a lot of beautiful things. It's a great view. I mean, I really can't complain. The lake is pretty much serene all the time. We do get a chance to see different animals and such. Not sure if that's actually like a gator there. It's hard to tell now. That's just plant life. So we get a lot of ducks. We get a lot of storks, like really big birds, like birds that are about like 3 feet tall, and it's pretty cool. And so we got Philippe, and his name is Aaron. That's awesome. And we got a lot of folks. We got another one from Missouri. That's really cool. It's pretty cool. We got another one from Canada. Cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't been subscribed to my channel, definitely do that. It's it is going to be really edifying for you guys to follow us. We do a ton of cool content like this each and every day, praising the Lord. So this is really cool. Yeah, I'm actually going to be able to try to get to the beach tomorrow. I was actually thinking about doing that today and show you that. It's a pretty awesome setup. So you guys tuning in, will be able to catch it. But yeah, we got the gorgeous sun right here. The sun's up about here. Hopefully it's not going to blind anyone. I don't want it to show too long. But we got, beautiful view of the preserves and of the water. And it's just really cool. It's opportunity to kind of just take a moment and soak in the sun and get some vitamin D, both literally and figuratively. So let's see. We haven't. Yeah, you got to get outside, Leah, regardless if it's cold or not. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, definitely do so. Yeah, I know a bunch of other people have joined. Let's see if anyone has anyone here from Europe or in Africa. I think Asia might be a bit too late at this time. Possibly, you might get some stragglers if you're hanging out too late. Uh, what does anyone have any particular requests, any prayer requests we want to cover today? Anything we want to chat about and kind of cover? It's pretty cool. This is Yes, your name is Max. It's interesting. Your name is so shows up as Melissa, but you're saying your name is Max. Is that a nickname? So that's awesome. You're in Asia too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Asia's a pretty cool place. I haven't been there too much, and it's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome, Leah. That's cool. Being a Christian's a huge thing. You'll be able to be a light in the darkness for sure for God. It is key. It is key. We got someone from South Africa. So actually, I have a really good friend of mine, Steve Marks. He's over in South Africa. He actually moved from Louisiana recently and now is taken up in South Africa. He calls it the bush. So I don't know if that's an accurate description of South Africa or not, but that's where he's at. I hear a lot of wonderful things about that country. And there's my church is going to be doing some mission trips to Zimbabwe, which is by human standards not necessarily a safe place, but by God's standards, anywhere the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. So it is awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. That is cool. Cool. So what do we got here? We got my day's been going really well. It's been awesome. Just got done making some breakfast and doing really well. And so actually, Caleb, I actually don't consider myself old by any stretch of the imagination. I consider myself young. It says in Judges when Caleb was 85 years young, he said, "Let me go ahead and take the mountain of Jerusalem," and he went up and took it. So I actually don't count age as a thing. It's not for me. It doesn't matter. Actually, in fact, I feel as good now as I've ever felt in my life. In fact, I feel as good now as I did in my 20s and possibly in my teens. So age-wise, it doesn't even it's not even a number anymore. So that is awesome. That's cool. Oh, we got Samuel on here, and that's cool. It's interesting. Everyone's joining in with names, but that you got your names are different. That's kind of cool. So kind of like you got something like pen names that you're using for your online names. So it's an awesome time. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the lake again. Seems like a lot of people have been enjoying that, and that's cool. Yes, thank you for being fans. Actually, I prefer you guys be fans of Jesus, and then we'll be just brothers and sisters to be specific. But that's all. It's all well and good. At the end of the day, God raises who He needs to raise, and it's important that you guys have good role models in your life, good mentors, people that are going to be speaking into you the blessings of God. And those things are important because every one of you guys are blessed. Every one of you guys deserve to live a full and complete life in God. And that's what He wants. And He wants you to strive with Him. And when you strive with Him, it's not work, it's effortless. And so it's cool. Yeah, definitely be a Jesus fan. That is for sure. Because he is the only one. Let's make Jesus famous. Like at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I can assure you, at the end of the day, that is going to be key. And so, um, yeah, we must kind of all follow in what Jesus does and love like Jesus and honor Him the way He honored us. And it's a really cool opportunity. And so, yeah, so we got some stuff, and yeah, we got some people going on. We got the doesn't matter if I am a Buddha or a fan of Jesus. So the answer is actually the salvation, it comes through only through Jesus Christ. He said that He is the way, the truth, and the life. And so by no man can come before the Father. One of the things that if you're contemplating Christianity, what separates Christianity is Jesus. You don't have to work for your salvation. If you are a Muslim, if you are any form of the Hindu religions, and there's a boatload of them, even to a degree the Catholic religion, as well as Buddhists, it's all about reincarnation. It's all about works. It's all about what you have to do. But Christianity has nothing to do with that. It's all what Jesus did on the cross. And when you hear that, know that, okay, all I have to do is accept salvation. It's free. I don't earn it. I just believe in Him, that He came in the flesh and that He died and got rose again. And I can proclaim that, then you're saved. Like that's literally all it takes. And so I pray for you guys that if those who haven't taken that step, that is, it's amazing. It's really, really cool in the sense of how you can receive Christ. And It is awesome. It's game changing in your life. I mean, I can tell you the relationship that you build with Jesus, you will, this lake that I'm showing you guys here and the beauty that's here, it pales in comparison to him and the experiences that you can have here on earth. That's the thing that I kind of want to encourage everyone today is you can experience heaven on earth today. This is not something that's far distance. It's not something that you're supposed to experience after you die. You're supposed to have that experience now. And not only do you have it now, you have it every day. You're set free. You no longer have ailments. You no longer have spiritual bondage. You no longer have anxiety. If you guys are struggling with fear or depression or anything that may cause physical harm or anything like that, Jesus smashes all those things, sets you totally free. And and then on top of it, guess what? There's an aspect of prosperity. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but guess what? God's people weren't poor. They were actually super rich. When you compare the biblical people to today, they'd be richer than Elon Musk. And so prosperity is a part of that. And so you prosper because then you can give to the poor, you can help others, and and all of this is God's stuff anyway. Like God says that, hey, this lake is mine. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. All the silver is mine. All the gold is mine, which means it belongs to His children, and that's an awesome thing. Which means we're supposed to live life like this. This is what life is like every single day. This is not this is not a vacation life. This is a daily life. And so it's pretty cool. Sorry, it's hard for me to see the text here. Um, some people have to head out. That's really cool. Sorry, it's so hard to read some of these things. My apologies. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I could pronounce your name, Ottawa, properly. So my apologies if I totally butchered that. That's awesome. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. So we got some other people that joined here. Do we have? Let's go ahead and put in where everyone's from. If you're in the United States, just put the USA. If you're in Europe, go ahead and plop that in. Or if you want to plop in your country, that's pretty cool. And try to get to see some folks how that is progressing. I'm also curious to see how these lives work because I've noticed at about 12 minutes in, 15 minutes in, a lot of the folks start to drop off. So I'm curious. I'm going to hang on this one a little longer and see if these counts go up. Not that it matters, but I'm just curious to see how the algorithm is operating at this time. So yeah, my apologies. It's still very. We got someone from Missouri. Yeah, it's an awesome day. Wow, I got to get a brighter screen. We got USA. That's nice. Awesome. Well, hello, Mary Janet. Hello, Mary Jeanette, if that's how you say your name. We got some cool people here. Awesome. Definitely share. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, definitely do so. I think it's something that you'll be edified. We've got some pretty awesome content coming out. We've got some collaborations with some Christian content creators that are coming out here soon. We're going to be talking to some juggernauts in the industry too. So we've got some folks that we're connected to that have multi-millions of subscribers, and they're awesome people of God. And so definitely keep tuning in on that because there's some cool things. Do we have any questions or any prayer requests from the group here? See if anyone's got anything that they may have on their hearts or in their minds. Definitely put it in. Don't hesitate. So we got um, yes, it is definitely obey your parents because actually that's the one, Leah. That's the one promise that comes with a. Sorry, that's the one commandment that comes with a promise, and and that's key because whenever you honor your mother and father, as difficult that may be for some folks, I've definitely had some challenges with my mom in the past, and my job is to continue to honor her because that promise means that I get to have a long life. And when you honor your parents, that's the promise that God gives you. So you can stand on that. Like as long as you're honoring your parents and the work that they did and the sacrifices that they made for you, what you'll do is you will live a long life, and that's a huge blessing. And when you have that long life, you get to affect things in ways that a lot of people can't. Because if you're, the big thing is a lot of people talk about is a lot of people say, hey, middle age is 40 years old or 50 years old, but the reality is middle age is actually 70, and you're supposed to live to 120. So when you start to look at how the biblical context works, you guys are supposed to be living at 120, and you're not supposed to be living at 120 like a person that's crippled in a wheelchair. We're talking about like Moses, where he had his strength, his vision, everything was operating, his full faculties. And so when you have those promises to operate and honor your parents, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get those blessings, and you get to operate in the fullness of God, and not and not in any position. where you can be compromised but rather thrive. That's really key. Let's see if I can see in the chat here. Is there an English stream here? This is technically English. Last time I checked. Um, So that's a good question. So when the devil gets in your head, all right. So the reality is that when you're saved, you have the power to trample on snakes and scorpions. So first things is definitely yield your life to Jesus. That's where it starts. Then when the devil comes, it's kind of like think of it from the perspective of farming. If you're familiar with sheep, the the farmer or the shepherd has what's called sheep dogs or shepherd dogs, and what the shepherd dogs do is they're guard dogs that watch over the sheep. And when the wolves come to take the sheep, the shepherd dogs go into action and can kill wolves. They're ferocious. Um, so when you're a Christian, when the devil comes knocking on your door, you can put him in your place, in his place, and so you can bind him and cast him into the abyss. And you can bind the strong man that sent him. You can bind the kingdom with him, and anyone operating from a personal perspective, like people wise. So when the devil comes to give you some heaviness, some anxiety, stress, definitely confusion. That's going to be a big one for a lot of people, where your mind might be racing. You can bind all those spirits, cast them into the abyss, and make them pay. And so he knows that. When he comes for me, he came for me this morning, did an attack, and then he paid dearly for it. Because what happens is he actually loses the troops. It's conceptually, the spiritual warfare is like physical warfare. When you go to war, you lose troops. And if you're not fighting the devil, guess what? You're actually allowing his troops to live. And when he comes for me, he loses troops. And so he has to know when he comes that he's going to lose troops to try to get me to sin. And what happens is it's a losing battle for him because he's already defeated. And so the war is rigged because God's already victorious and I'm just walking in God's victory. And so that's what I would just encourage anyone today. If you're struggling with any form of just oppression or problems, then you just need to make it happen. So that's awesome. So let's see what we got. We got any other questions? Yeah, Russian is an interesting thing. Yes, the God has an infinite IQ. Yeah, yeah. I don't know Russian, so if you guys are going to talk in Russian, you'll have a side conversation in this chat by yourselves. But yeah, it's yeah the boys that cry wolf. That's the thing about Christians is Christians don't cry wolves; they are wolves. They're lions, in fact, and so they're conquerors. They're more than conquerors. They trample on evil, and it's like think about it from the perspective of like Samson. When Samson went into battle, he never lost. In fact, he didn't go into battle with anyone except for God. And so he conquered and crushed and dominated just by himself. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he could rip iron gates off the concrete posts and throw them away. Like that's how powerful he was. And that's in the spirit world. That's how powerful we are. And so when you walk that out, you really are going to be undefeated and impossible to beat. And so it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. All right, folks. Do we have any other questions or anything else? I think I'm going to sign off for the day. I'll give you guys a couple of moments to chime in any questions. If it's in English, I'll be able to answer it, but not if it's in Russian. Sorry. So we'll see. Give you guys a couple more moments to type. We've got a pretty active group today, which is pretty awesome. Boy, putting the phone in the sun, it like totally makes it difficult to see. So it's going to even make it hard to get off this live. All right. Well, everyone enjoy. Have a great day, and we'll try to catch up with you tomorrow.